What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is Awesome. Our broadcast coming to you live from, once again, sunny Detroit, Michigan. Ladies and gentlemen, why your stream last night made me cry, it was so wholesome. It made you cry because it was amazing. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news about what's going on in the world of Hasan Piker in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. But unfortunately, there is nothing that has taken place in my life between those time periods because yesterday's stream was spectacular. It was amazing. My entire body is in pain. You know, I got muscle pain from the workout. I got lower back pain from standing up all day and carrying a bag all day. I know March probably feels the same as well. And overall, you know, it was a great day. It was a spectacular day. One that had a lot of excitement. Did you like Balkan House? I mean, it was cool. It was good. I'm Turkish. Yeah, you're asking a Turkish man if any doner he has in America is gonna compete with Turkish doner, and it's not. You also ate it on a full stomach. True. If I was hungrier, that probably would have hit way harder too. But it was pretty crazy. Started off the day, a little bit of us time here, a little bit of me time. We had the Palestine People's Conference, which was amazing. The Palestine People's Conference was amazing. Delivered a speech on there. You know, I hope people liked it. Did the conference, linked up with some folks, saw some friends, and then after that, we were just roaming the streets. Went to Dearborn with Abdul El Sayed, worked out, played some ball with the teens. Obviously, people hate that when I do that. It's like I think it's like my audience's least favorite activity, honestly, but I love it. And I couldn't stop myself. When I see basketball, I'm like, I gotta play. Had some meets, that was incredible. Midwest supremacy is real. It really is. And then we tied it off at the end with a beautiful experience with the Detroit City Football Club, Footy Club, yeah? Where I went from talking shit about soccer with regular frequency to becoming a hooligan. A fucking proper hooligan, yeah.
Like, this is a community and shit. I feel like there's a lot of different pockets of the country where people just chill and have a great time, and then they keep up the appearance that it actually sucks.
Just so that the bi-coastal
elitists don't know any better, and they think like, oh, these places suck. They're poor and dangerous and scary. And then I'm telling you, it's like gentrification insurance.
I pay $900 a month and I'm 2 blocks from downtown.
Oh my God,
so
bro.
crazy.
Jesus Christ. That's what I mean. Every time I see like poor, broken down neighborhoods, like I'm like, at least people got houses. Yeah. Like they got a roof over their heads.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to notice a trend. Not to call out all of you living in like places like Dearborn and places like Hamtramck, Detroit, different parts of Illinois, but I'm beginning to notice something about the Midwest, especially where all these places where, you know, the rest of the country have this improper notion, this complete false notion that is like, these are poor, broken down, left behind areas. They suck. They're riddled with crime. Don't come here. I'm starting to feel like you're just kind of keeping up with that meta, with those vibes. And you just don't course correct when people just say stuff like that. So people don't come here. People don't come here and gentrify your neighborhoods. Like I said, it's gentrification insurance, it seems. I said there are pockets of America that people assume are left behind that are a million times more beautiful than the major cities we live in. DCFC is a great example of what people can do to revitalize that sense of community. Because like I'm in awe with what I saw, you know? I'm in awe with what I saw. I mean, the people are awesome. The people are amazing, obviously. Midwest is best. Like Midwest is pretty crazy with how kind everybody is, with how kind the folks are. But I think it's kind of unkind when you think about it. You just don't reveal to everybody else what a little gem you got. so that they don't come over, so that your rent stays like $900 a month. We don't want our lakes stolen. Stop giving our secrets. Nah, dude, it's over. I'm letting you know. I'm letting everybody know. Insane camera quality, dude. Insane camera quality is right. Look at this. Look at how clear the images are too when we're live streaming. Like, we do have hella bit rate. Look at this. That was crazy.
That's sick. That's fire.
It was so good. It was so much fun. I loved it. I loved everything. I always do, though. I always do. The worst part about like doing stuff like this is just simply the travel aspect of it. Like, I hate having to go to LAX and get on a plane and just like get my back all fucked up. That's the worst aspect. That's honestly the worst aspect of doing all this. Like, if there was a better method of travel, I would take it. You said you took rad damage. That's what I feel like. When I get on a plane, I unironically feel like I'm taking rad damage. And people will say you are, but like, obviously it's not enough for me to feel it. But in my mind, that's how I feel. When I'm inside of the plane, when I'm even in the airport, like, it's just everything feels unclean. You got to take your methylene blue, bro. I know. I'm going to turn into RFK Jr. style kook. Gonna go crazy. Did Pod Save America take dark money? Oh my God, I hate that the story is like still. I'll be honest, I'm fucking annoyed that like the whole Wired magazine article has, like, the Wired magazine article was not like as big of a explosive bombshell as like how annoying the backlash has been to just regular ass, normal ass journalism from liberals. It's been incredibly disappointing to watch a bunch of people actively attack the person who wrote the article rather than like the actual information that's in the article. Like, people have figured out that you don't have to say fake news to Wired magazine, which you like, right? If you're a liberal, you like Wired magazine, you respect their reporting, but instead of like attacking Wired magazine or coming across like you're saying fake news in the same way that like MAGA does when there's an article that they don't appreciate, you can just simply say, well, the journalist is bad. And even in my community, there's been like people that are yelling at me on TikTok too to be like, this is debunked. And it's like, it's not fucking debunked, man. I don't think you guys understand what words mean. It's been deeply frustrating. Because I feel like a failure that I haven't been able to educate people on like media literacy at all. You can't just like say an article is debunked and then be done with it. The only debunking that people point to is from a leftist content creator who's a part of Chorus, who basically just openly showed pieces of the contract and simply said, oh, but they don't follow through on it. Like, it's chill. The contract in and of itself is shown in those debunking videos. And the contract actually proves the actual article. Like, the reporting is clear. There is not a debunking at all. I think it's been quite revealing in some respects. Like, I get it. I get feeling weak in the face of incredible misinformation campaigns coming from the Republicans and having this like network. Having this network of right-wing operatives that are clearly getting funded, right? And people go, let's fight fire with fire. That's okay. Like, I'm with it. Like, I understand it. But transparency is never a bad thing. That's number one. And number two, the issue here is that it still doesn't address the major point of contention that I've been critical of in perpetuity since the aftermath of the election. Every single time people say, hey, are you the Joe Rogan of the left? We need the Joe Rogan of the left. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? Like, they don't realize that it's not just about like how the Democrats have fallen behind on not having like a network of influencers, but also it's the policies. Bro, even me, and nobody got shit on for me because I posted the headline on my IG and one of those creators attacked me in the journal saying I was spreading misinfo and the article was bogus and the people were suing. Like, okay, buddy. I mean, they're not suing anybody from what I understand. They're not doing that at all. They're just simply saying that the article's been debunked and they're moving on from it. Yeah, the article is pretty basic. It's pretty basic. It's the exact same type of article that you would see from a media outlet about like Republican operatives, which, by the way, I think there should be more investigations into the dark money networks on the Republican side. But it's crazy that people have just instead of attacking the actual claims being made, or not even the claims, but like tackling the new information that has been revealed in the article, I wish that they would just like, I think it would have been much nicer if they and much more productive if they were like, yeah, we're getting money from the same people that have these PACs that are funding other like Democrat Party initiatives, but that's because there's an endless, unlimited money faucet on the Republican media ecosystem. That's the reason why we're doing it, and we should be more transparent about it. We should be more transparent about the funding sources. But overall, these contracts were a little bit too rigid, and we're not going to follow through on that. Of course, we don't want to maintain any sort of editorial control over these influencers, because ultimately it's best to keep these people independent. Like, ironically enough, the thing that they're yelling at Taylor Lorenz about, being a part of like a nonpartisan, publicly funded, or not publicly funded, but like public nonprofit grant system in the Omidyar network. If that was how this chorus operation looked like, I think there would be less issues. The two major components in this that are frustrating is like, one, like the level of control that these contracts have over content creators, even if unenforced. The very fact that they have this contractual these lines written into the contract is just like completely ridiculous. That's number one. And number two, the fact that like nobody disclosed that they were getting funded by this group is also ridiculous. I think it's unacceptable. I don't like the way that people have reacted to it at all. The reason why I don't like the way people reacted to it at all is because it came across as like hyper partisan and almost damn near identical to the way that like anti-intellectual Republicans respond to shit. It was somewhat reactionary. Well, that TikTok lady said that they have daily meetings to get fed talking points. That was a major red flag. I don't know if any people pointed out. I did. I pointed it out. I thought that was also strange as well. Yeah, and Jasmine Crockett also responded to it as well. Jasmine Crockett is right. We're done amplifying the false and misleading wire story. Let's get back to work. This just means that y'all are becoming more effective than they'd like for y'all to be. Keep pushing and stop amplifying her bootleg story. Jasmine Crockett for US just waited on my story to defend the influencers who did not disclose the dark money funding. The funny thing about this, says Zana, this whole thing is that the actual story itself is pretty unsurprising. Run-of-the-mill dark money politricking, but the reactions to it from those implicated in it make the whole story much, much worse. Yeah, I think that there needs to be some serious reconsiderations in the aftermath of this election loss, and it kind of feels like Democrats are not making those serious reconsiderations and redesigning the way that they do politics. And instead, they're just saying, oh, we should just put some of these, we should put some of the money into like independent media in the same way that they like, in the same way that they have like a consultant class that operates within the mainstream media infrastructure. You know, people that go on MSNBC, CNN, and all those other panels. They thought, you know, it'd be better if we just like funded some of these influencers to also become like MSNBC pundit style influencers. Smoking on that Ahmed Al-Rawai pack with Asmin. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, you're right. A foreign nation engaging in an illegal assassination of the entire government of another foreign nation with your fucking tax dollars is actually a cause for celebration. That's loser speak, brother. You have nothing. You will never get health care. Your life is dog shit. Your parents somehow had a better existence than you, and your material conditions are deteriorating in real time. And like a fucking fly to shit, you just gravitate towards like all of these different unlimited violence moments from sometimes the United States of America and other times not even the US, but like US's number one ally in the region, number one asset in the region, Israel. And you're like, well, at least if we don't have anything else, at least, you know, Israel's being violent to other countries. Sick. That's cool, man. Keep rooting for Israel to be able to blow up politicians without any sort of scrutiny whatsoever. Maybe one day they'll start, you know, killing. Well, they have killed American citizens already. Maybe they'll just like keep killing more American citizens as well. Who knows? They're just unrestrained. They can do whatever they want. They're unaccountable anyway. One must ask the question, like, how much has your life improved since then? Has your life improved at all? Or are things getting worse? God, Republicans are so stupid, man. Just actually so stupid. They don't care. They just want your attention because you always give it. Okay, you got my attention, but your life still sucks. Do you not understand that that's even... that is so pathetic. That's even more pathetic than like celebrating Israel's mass assassination protocols. Like, it's just so fucking that's even more pathetic than that. And the other thing is already still incredibly pathetic.